Hi Ed, it's Glenn here, and I'm at one of the Chrome bases that you guys have at school, and this is just to give you an idea of what needs to be done for the temperature probes. So here I found the Chrome app. I'm going to install this app. I have logged in as me, Glenn at Arte Prep. So once I do this, it doesn't mean that whoever uses this will have access. It just means that I'll have access. So you're going to have kids do this for themselves. And when I launch the app, obviously it's free, I'm going to plug in this guy. This is a temperature probe. It connects by USB. As I mentioned to you on the Slack lab equipment channel, so I have plugged that in by USB. Kids who are using a Mac or a Windows PC are going to have to download Logger Lite. I'll show you that on the Vernier website over here while I wait for that app to load. So I go to, I'll just search. I could go to Vernier.com, but I think I'm just going to search for Logger Lite download right there. And there it is, Logger Lite. And this is not a Windows PC or anything, so I'm not going to download it here, but you could see that you could use Windows with it or Mac. So some of your kids might have to download this. Okay? Now back to the Chromebook, since this is a Chrome base. Where is it? Oh, here it is. So this is the icon for the graphical analysis app. Notice it knows that I plugged in a temperature probe, and it just gives me temperature on the y-axis, time on the x-axis. Your hot plates are here in this box. I've got 3 hot plates. Now, Christy mentioned that you have one, so I brought 3 so you could have 4 lab groups. I'm not sure how many lab groups you have, but typically, aren't the Arte classes like 8 students or less, something like that? So I think you only have 4, maybe less lab groups. I brought two of these stands because I know you already have 2 stands at Arte. And so I just wanted to bring 2 more so that you could have 4. Now this is a screw clamp. I think they call it a knuckle, but whatever they call it, it's here because I wanted the kids to be able to use this 3-finger clamp to hold the thermometer. So the thermometer cannot be touching the bottom of your beaker because the bottom would be significantly warmer than the water in the beaker because of the hot plate, right? So you guys could figure out. I only brought 2 of these clamps because I know that you have 2 utility clamps. Now, will the utility clamp fit around this? I mean, will it be able to grip this? Maybe, maybe not, but if not, you can just wrap some paper, fold up some paper towel into a narrow strip and wrap it around here, and that will allow your utility clamp to grip this. Now, let me show you how this works. I'm going to collect data, and you can see that there's a little line there of data getting collected, and I'm holding the temperature probe in the palm of my, well, okay, in a fist, and so temperature is rising. I'm going to drop that. All right, so temperature should fall soon. My hand wasn't all that warm. Okay, and if I put some alcohol on it here, here's some convenient hand sanitizer. If I allow some alcohol to evaporate off of that, maybe I can get a lower temperature even. Oh, there you go. A nice alcohol evaporating there, absorbing some of that heat. You guys are going to have a lot of fun with this. I mean, watching water boil isn't like great fun, but I mean, just with the tools, I think it's a little more interesting than otherwise. All right, so I'm going to stop collecting here, and I think this is there's a set of graphing tools here. None of these are relevant for phase changes, but I suppose you could get some statistics. So if you see a flat part of the graph, you can just take a mean there. So in this flat part of the graph, the mean was about 25 degrees Celsius. When you guys see some sort of flat part of your ice melting graph, the mean better be something like 0 degrees Celsius. I mean, it may not be exactly 0. I don't think it's going to be exactly 0. And then the flat part of the boiling region, the mean is probably going to be something like 100. So that's that is how to use this. It's very similar on Log or Lite if you have students with the Mac or the PC. This can be saved. It doesn't need to be saved, but depending on what you want to do, you could have students save it and send it to you by email or upload it to your Google Classroom or something. You're going to have to open it with the graphical analysis app, because the extension here, AMBL, I don't think any program is going to open that unless you convert it to something else, or you open it with the graphical analysis. Now I've got in this box some thermometers for you. I've got 4 glass ones and 4 cooking digital ones. I have the glass ones deeply embedded in the bubble wrap. Those glass ones are very fragile. So they're cheap, but they're fragile. They're down there. I've got these 3 stirring bars. I'm pretty sure Arete has at least 1 stirring rod. Now, I'm not sure if you're going to need this, but they're fun to use, and they help you to equalize the temperature throughout the water of the beaker. Just drop this at the bottom of the beaker. You can turn on the stirring function. Each of these hot plates is also a stirrer. There's a stirring knob on the left and a hot knob on the right. So I brought these 3 stirring rods. I thought I had 4, but I guess it's just 3. If you find another one in here, that's great. I thought I had 4. Oh yeah, there is 4. There are 4, I mean. I brought 3 hot plates and 4 stirring rods because Christy said you have a hot plate. I looked in there, I saw this yellow thing. I think it is a hot plate and a stirring, a hot plate stirrer, just like these, okay? So that's it. I'm going to bag this up again. Thank you very much, Ed. Bye. Oh, no. Don't go yet. I have one more thing. You mentioned your student likes forensics. I don't know if she was high school or middle school. I'm kind of hoping she was middle school because I believe this kit is for middle school. I have not opened this, so I cannot tell you all the technical details, but there's a technical support number here. I got this donated by somebody. I'm not sure whom, but I would love for you to use this. If you like it, I would like to sell it to the school. If you don't like it, just give it back to me. No charge. Thank you. Bye.